Hi, all my magical friends. Thank you so much for tuning in to Meryl's Mystic. I'm Meryl, and today we're doing a reading for our new moon in Pisces. Now, Tuesday, March 5th, Mercury went into retrograde, and that usually happens for about 3 weeks solid, and then we experience a shadow week after that. So I know I've touched on Mercury in retrograde before. It can affect communication and technology, especially if it's entering during Pisces. Make sure that our communication about our emotions is clear and that things aren't and take a step back before reacting because things will likely get misunderstood. Now, and then we have our new moon in Pisces on Wednesday, March 6th. And then the other day, it was 3-3-3 day. It's a 3-year, and on March 3rd, it was a very powerful conjunction of the threes. So anything that you did that day or anything that you put into an intention that day will most likely come to fruition. So I hope there were some positive things that you were putting out there to the universe because it is conspiring for you. All right, so I just want to get right into it today. So I already shuffled. So right away, I want to see what comes up in the tarot for what we need to connect, what energy we need to connect with for our Pisces new moon. So let's see. Ooh, the Tower in reverse. I think this has come up before. Now, when the Tower comes up, it's very much if you think that everything's fine and dandy, but subconsciously you know it's not totally right. There's probably something that's going to come along and knock you off that high horse. Now, when it's in reverse, that usually means that there's some major change that needs to happen, and we're standing in our own ways. Stop doing that, you guys. You keep standing in your own way. So don't do that, especially with the Pisces energy emotionally. Make sure you check yourself before you wreck yourself, and are watching that reactatory behavior. And I am speaking from personal experience because I am a Scorpio, and I'm affected deeply by the water energy. So just keep that in mind. Also that reminds me, during Pisces season, it's a great time to catch up on sleep. And so we need to do all these things that are going to ground our emotions so that we don't just like blow the roof off the building. That's what this is kind of telling you to do. So don't blow the roof off unless you know for sure you're doing it for a good reason. Cool. So next I want to see what the energy we need to connect to for our Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. And it's the Fool in reverse. This is very interesting. The Fool represents all of us. He is the intrepid sojourner of the tarot. His message is it's the journey, not the destination. He is the constant learner. It's a cycle. So once you get it through the end of the cycle, it starts all over again. Now, when it's in reverse, there's very much like a pause energy going on right now, especially before spring and Aries season. Like I said about if you need extra sleep, take it. Get as much sleep as you can now. You need to recharge your batteries because this Aries season is going to take off like a freaking rocket. So just slow down. You don't need to go anywhere right now. Take advantage of the rest of winter and the yin season. Really kind of root down so that when the action starts happening, when the energy really starts picking up for spring and Aries season, you'll be ready. All right? The universe is kind of giving you a permission to just chill. This is very much like just chill. If you feel like you should be doing something, don't. It's my mom always said, if you don't know what to do, don't do anything. And I know that seems kind of counterproductive, but it's very much if you don't know what to do, just chill. Just chill and get quiet, and eventually the answers will come. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything, because likely what you're going to choose to do is not going to be the best choice for you. So just chill right now, you guys. I think we could all use that, is just a little chill. All right, so then let's see what the advice is, and then we'll see what our next step is. Oh, more just chill, it's more chilling. So the advice is, again, is stop fighting things, very much, and stop. You don't need to, and the next step is you don't need to make any choices right now. This is just, this is going to be a quick read today because this is all the message that we need. Don't blow up. You don't need to go anywhere. You need if you try to get into some, important conversations, it might not go well, especially if you're trying to, compromise with somebody. This is very much like a bunch of the Five of Wands. Here, I'll turn it around so you can see it. The Five of Wands is many voices and not a unified idea. And so it just ends up being everybody yelling at each other. So when it's in reverse, it can very much warn about it. And also, this could be going on in your head right now. So that's why we're getting the Fool in reverse. Because if you're having I don't know what to do. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? Just chill. Just don't do anything for a little while. And eventually the answers will come to you. And then the next step, there isn't a next step right now. The next step will come when the energy changes. The next step is to gather your strength. When the Two of Swords comes up in reverse, it's definitely meaning there's not a decision you can make, especially if you have all these decisions and you feel like you have to choose something. It might not work out, especially it's Mercury retrograde. So Mercury, they warn a lot against making big decisions during Mercury retrograde. Don't buy a house, don't sign any new contracts, unless these things have been discussed already. Don't start any new projects right now, which is kind of perfect. It's kind of a perfect retrograde timing, because it's just time to let everything settle from last year moving into this year. It's been a lot of energy, and it's a nice little lull right now. So take advantage of the lull. Gather your strength. There's no major holidays happening. Easter comes right around spring. So really take this time for yourself, your family, and just enjoy yourself, because if you're trying to make things happen, it's not going to work out. Cool. All right. So then, those are the only tarot cards I'm going to pull, because we just keep getting reverse cards. It's time to chill. I don't know how else to say it. Enjoy yourself. Figure out what's going to help you to really get grounded in that. And just rest. Just be. There's no doing right now. Unless you absolutely have to. I mean, tax season's coming up, unless you have to do your taxes. And you can even do that while watching your favorite show, So just, if you don't absolutely have to do something, don't. Just try to be. It's a great time to get back to your creative projects, to get back to, maybe your workout, your meditation, any little thing, any self-care, any deep self-work, self-care. This is a great time to do that. So then I'm going to pull one of my new oracle cards, Moonology oracle cards. Ooh, look at that, which is perfect. I've been wanting these. They're by Yasmine, Boland. I'll make sure to put the link below where you can buy them from Hay House. But they're beautiful cards, and I'm excited to start using those and sharing them with you guys. So let's see what they're telling us today. Ooh. I was hoping that we were going to get this one, which is perfect with just be right now. We got the full moon in Virgo, which is you are good enough. You are good enough. You are enough. This is a huge message that I've been receiving, not just for myself, but for others this last weekend, which I'll tell you more about that later, but is you are enough. It's okay to just be for a little while, because you are enough. You don't always have to be doing. That is the lesson here. But let's see what The book says full moon in Virgo. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far, and drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. Don't do that. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain. You don't have to be flashy, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be, I don't know why I'm having trouble reading today. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Just be until you absolutely know what to do. You don't have to make a decision if you're not ready to. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. So I think when it says hard work brings results in the States, we see hard work as doing, you have to be doing something. And I'm starting to learn that sometimes the hard work is the not doing. I think we easily get caught up in the hustle and bustle, and so we can just do things and then it's I did some hard work, so I'm successful. Now, hard work can also be, I think it's harder work for us to not do anything and to get quiet and to really get in touch with what our inner voice and our intuition is telling us. And like it said, just be, and it will be easier to see how you got where you are. And then your next step should be more obvious to you. You need to congratulate yourselves for all your achievements so that you reassure yourself that you're more than capable to make your next step. But the overall message is to just chill if you don't know what that next step is. To attune to the moon, find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. So this is a great time to do that. Take this extra time. If you've been wanting to do some spiritual practices, do that. If you've been wanting to do some mindfulness practices, do that. If you've been wanting to go take some fun workout class, do that. Go shake your groove thing. Go have fun. Just be for a little while. I can't say that enough, obviously. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. So don't do that. Have you ever been overly critical? An apology may be in order for others and yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. If you know what to do. And when you don't, just pause. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The teachings of the full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home and your office, which is perfect before spring comes around. I definitely have caught that bug. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditation, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot in nature. It's a little cold for that right now, but where I am, it's really cold. There are some places that we can still do that, but just ways to get grounded. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. And that's the whole point. The time is to chill with all the doing so that you can get back to yourself and really tend to your self-care and taking care of yourself. So that's it. I wanted something quick and dry. I knew that there was kind of a pause energy going on. I've been really trying to embrace it. Excuse me. So I didn't want to give you guys too much to think about because I really want you to focus on what makes you happy, healthy, and feeling your best. So awesome. So please be sure to subscribe, follow me on Facebook. I just got back from an amazing business retreat for my business program. I'm part of the Muse Business Academy with Shireen Sun and Wild Heart. And her and her amazing team of coaches are actually helping me turn Meryl's Mystic Tarot into Meryl's Mystic Coaching, and I am officially a intuitive love coach and connectivity captain, and I would love to help you turn your loneliness into love. So please stay tuned for that. There's going to be lots of stuff coming out this next year for that. My new year is Aries season because I like my end of the year to be at the end of Pisces. So please stay tuned for that. I so appreciate you tuning in to my channel, to tune in to yourself. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.